My heart was almost broken when nearly all K-pop songs were removed from my playlist. A big chunk of my playlist have been deleted. It happened to you too if you checked your Spotify playlist.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about all the K-pop news. And today's news is the disaster for all the K-pop fans. Let's get into it.
I don't think I need to let you know how big Spotify is. Okay, but for formality, Spotify is one of the most popular streaming service in the world. It has a 35% share of the global music streaming market. And recently all the songs that were distributed by Kakao M, a Korean music company, became unavailable on Spotify globally. So what is Kakao M actually is? Kakao M is the company in charge of the Melon, which is Spotify's biggest competitor in South Korea. On March 1, all the songs that were distributed by Kakao M have been removed from Spotify. Kakao M distribute music for many of the biggest K-pop agencies like Melon. Entire music of many artists are now totally missing. The removal has disappointed not only South Korean users but also the fans globally. Many artists affected by this include Mamamoo, 17, IU, Zico, Monsta X, GFriend, The Boys, Luna, Sunmi, Epping, G-Idol, Dreamcatcher, BTOB, and many others. And here's most K-pop fans are sad for. A dedicated 17 fan account said that according to Spotify statistics and updates, the group had lost nearly 1 billion streams after their music was removed from Spotify. But it's not like all the streaming data is removed, it's just hidden from everyone. So if Spotify and Kakao things sort out, all the streaming data will be restored. Don't worry, they'll not be wasted. And later in the morning, Spotify officially announced that its licensing agreement with Korean music distributor Kakao M had expired. This means that all music distributed by the label will no longer be available on the service. A spokesperson for Spotify said, due to expiration of our original licensing agreement with Kakao M on March 1, 2021, we are no longer able to provide its catalog to fans and listeners all over the world. Spotify also said that despite their best effort for the past year and a half, they had not been able to successfully renew its global licensing agreement with Kakao M. After Spotify released their statement, Kakao M gave a statement in which it claimed that Spotify had been the one who chose not to renew the agreement even after a request by Kakao M. Unrelated to our pre-existing global licensing agreement with Spotify, Kakao M has been separately negotiating with Spotify regarding a domestic contract for the supply of music, stated Kakao M. Unrelated to the domestic contract, which we are still negotiating, we separately received notice of the expiration of our license on February 28 and we requested a renewal of our existing global contract. Due to Spotify policy that they must proceed with the domestic and global contract at the same time, our global contract had currently expired, they continued. We are currently continuing our negotiation about the supply of music. So after using my two brain cells, I came to the conclusion that Kakao wants to promote their artists globally but not domestically, that is inside the country, as they would take away the traffic from their own music platform like from Melon. So Kakao M requested a renewal of the global contract with Spotify but not about the domestic music supply. But because of Spotify current policy, Spotify need to proceed with both globally and domestic music supply together. Whatever techniques or tricks this company used to fulfill their thrust, at the end of the day, it's just the artists and the fans losing out because Spotify will still dominate, regardless, considering K-pop biggest attractions like BTS, Twice, Blackpink, etc. are still on Spotify, and Spotify will get a tons of stream for that. Kakao M and Melon essentially are still gaining streams and thus Renewal won't be as affected. But artists under Kakao M who are unknown to South Korea and global will not chart in Melon, and it will affect their revenue as they won't be getting revenue streams from international fan bases. So what would we use if, hopefully not, K-pop no more in Spotify? Well, we can use YouTube Music. It has the same features as Spotify, like no ads, download to stream offline. You can also listen to covers, like, oh, that's good. I never used YouTube Music before, so if you use, tell me how is it and I might use it then. Till then, bye.